Here in South Korea get a grip on the country's biggest COVID-19 wave since last spring. There are serious questions being asked about what the impact of the pandemic will be on the upcoming Chuseok holiday. First, a quick word on Chuseok itself for those who aren't clear. It's a huge holiday that takes place every autumn in line with the lunar calendar. Think Thanksgiving and Christmas combined in terms of loads of food and relatives gathered together in hometowns, plus ancestral rites and Korean traditional games. And this year, Chuseok itself will fall on October 1st, but it's a 3-day holiday from Wednesday, September 30th, followed by a weekend after, so many people will get at least 5 days off in a row. That's concerning from a coronavirus containment perspective, as we've already seen COVID-19 spikes after holidays in May and August. But this is something else. According to Statistics Korea, nearly 51 million trips were made back in January on Lunar New Year's Day, a similar holiday to Chuseok in terms of family gatherings. But back then, South Korea had barely seen a COVID-19 infection. Given the potential for untraced infections among relatives, including those coming from the Seoul area, which has seen so many of the recent cases, and the risk that could pose to elderly and vulnerable family members, it's easy to see why that would be a worry this Chuseok. So the government is encouraging people to stay at their own homes with immediate family this year, and even observe ancestral rites virtually. The national rail operator is also selling only half of its train seats available during the 5 days around Chuseok. That won't stop people driving, of course, even if they have to pay the relatively modest highway toll fees that would normally be exempted for the holiday. And there's an added concern as Prime Minister Sye-kyun this week denounced mass political protest rallies planned for the Chuseok season. But the authorities have resisted calls from multiple petitions to impose the strictest possible lockdown and effectively ban extended family gatherings. Some people say they need this to be ordered at government level to avoid family pressure to go ahead with normal Chuseok celebrations. Some health experts have also pointed out that there's the double problem of flu season to factor in, and that older people should be particularly careful. But if we create a new normal for Chuseok this year, then what about the future? Academics are assessing whether COVID-19 may further weaken the holiday, speeding up a trend that's seen people abandoning traditional holiday rituals, for example. It also means some of those dreaded family conflicts may be avoided. Some complain that Chuseok can be a very stressful time for various reasons, like facing awkward questions from relatives about their personal life, but particularly for mothers and daughters-in-law feeling pressured to prepare all that food. Sadly, though, a lot more meaningful and loving meetings may be lost for now.